Mendelssohn wrote Jerusalem in Prussia on the eve of the French Revolution. When he published Jerusalem, he risked a lot, not only in front of the Prussian authority, but also in front of religious authorities. Because it deals with social contract and political theory. The Jerusalem is still underestimated as a contribution to philosophy. On the other hand, a lot of historians concerned about Haskalah criticize the heroic image about Moses Mendelssohn in which he appears as the starting point of Jewish Enlightenment without any respect to earlier attempts around the beginning of the 18th century. The Jerusalem consisted of 2 parts and each one was paged separately, and the first one treated clearly the contemporary conflicts of the state and the second those of religion. In the first the author developed his political theory towards a utopia of a just and tolerant democracy, which he identified with the political attempt of the Mosaic Law, therefore the title, Jerusalem. In the second part he worked out a new pedagogic charge which every religion has to fulfill in the private sector. It was reduced to it, because the tolerant state should be separated from any religion. Hence the Mosaic Law and the traditional practice of jurisdiction was no longer the business of Judaism, if there would be a tolerant state. Instead the new charge of religion would be the education of just and tolerant citizens. The book as a whole summarizes Moses Mendelssohn's critique concerning the contemporary conditions of the Prussian monarchy and the legal status of the different religions, which finally means the civil status of its inhabitants according to their faith. Jew refusing both proselytism and the abandonment of his own religious beliefs, Moses Mendelssohn opens the way for a dialogue of ideas between the Occident and Judaism. According to the French philosopher Emmanuel Levinas, the work of Mendelssohn is in actuality and stimulates Judaism today. In effect, it heralds a new era in Jewish history. It demonstrates that a Judaism's longing to make a symbiotic relationship with non-Jewish human world beyond the mythical universalism of being for others, which has always been familiar to him.